This conference will now be recorded.
Today, our concept is workflows. Okay, workflows. Okay, before going into the workflows, okay, we will discuss one concept. Okay, in Salesforce, how many types of events? Okay, how many types of events? How many types of event is nothing but we will create a record, right? We will create a record, right? Creating a record, right? Creating a record, that is nothing but insert event. We will call it as a insert event. We will go to the tab, we will click on the new button, we will enter the details. That is nothing but creating a record. Creating a record means we will call it as a insert operation or insert event. Okay, then the next one is once record is created. Once record is created, again I will go to that particular record, click on the edit button, click on the edit button, then we'll perform changes. Then that is nothing but updating a record, right? Updating a record, right? That is nothing but update event. That is nothing but update event. We have to remember. Okay, creating a record, we are trying to creating a record means that is insert event, we will call it as a technically. Updating a record means we are performing modification on the existing record. Okay, already record is there, we will go to that particular record, click on the edit button, we'll perform some changes and click on the save button. That is nothing but we are updating a record. That is nothing but technically we will call it as a update event. Suppose we don't want that record means we will delete a record, right? We will delete a record. That is nothing but delete event. Delete event. Okay, then once we deleted the record, then that record it will not permanently delete. Okay, it will store in the recycle bin. It will store in the recycle bin. We will go to the recycle bin and we will revert back that record. That is nothing but undelete a record. Undelete a record, that is nothing but undelete operation. That is nothing but undelete event or undelete operation. Totally how many types of events in the Salesforce? Insert event, update event, delete event, undelete event. Undelete event means creating a record, updating a record, or deleting a record, or undelete a record. Now I'm trying to logging into the Salesforce. We are trying to logging into the trailer version. What is the URL for the trailer version? Generic URL is nothing but login.salesforce.com, and you have to enter your username and password. Then it will redirecting into the lightning version. It will redirecting into the lightning version. Okay, for example, I am trying to working with the account tab. I am trying to working with the account object. I want to create one account record. How to create one account record? See here, these symbols are there, right? This is nothing but app launcher, right? Click on the app launcher and you have to type it as a account. You have to type it as account. Click on the accounts tab. Click on the account tab and click on this new button. Click on this new button. Click on this new button. Then select the record type. Click on the next and enter the details. Enter the details. This is nothing but we are performing insert operation or insert event. We are creating a record. We created one record. Okay, once a record has been created, then I will go to here and I will update this particular record. I will go to here and I will update this particular record. Click on this edit button. Click on this edit button. I will go to here and I will perform some changes on this record and click on the save button. This is nothing but updating a record. Suppose we want to delete a record, go to here, go to here, see here, there is a delete option. Delete button is there, right? Click on this delete button. This is nothing but delete event. Once we deleted a record, then that record it will not permanently delete. It will store in the recycle bin. How to go to the recycle bin is nothing but go to the app launcher and you have to type it as a recycle bin. See here, recycle bin, it will available here. Click on the recycle bin. Click on the recycle bin. See here, just now we deleted this record, right? It is stored here. Then select this one and restore this one. Restore means we are trying to revert back that record and again it is available under in our account object, under in our account object. So these are the events. Okay, insert event, update event, delete event, and delete event. Now coming into the workflows. Now coming into the workflows. Workflows is available only for creating a record, creating a record, creating a record, or updating a record, or updating a record. Only for these two events workflows are available. Workflows are available. Just remember how to available, where it is available, we'll discuss. Okay, in Salesforce, total 4 types of events. Okay, insert, update, delete, undelete. But workflows are available only for creating a record or updating a record, not for deletion. Deletions workflows are not available. Okay, suppose I am trying to creating one record, then I want to perform some action, then workflows is available. Suppose I am trying to updating a record, then I want to perform some action, then workflows are available. Suppose I am trying to deleting a record, then I want to perform some action, workflows are not available. Suppose we are undeleting a record, okay, then I want to perform some action, workflows are not available. So finally workflows are available while creating a record or updating a record. There is no deletion, there is no deletion. So the definition of a workflow is while creating a record, okay, while creating a record, creating a record, or updating a record, updating a record, and whether it is a standard object or custom object, all objects. And one point we have to remember here, this concept is applicable only for standard object, and this concept is applicable only for custom object. It is not like that. All this, every concept is applicable for all objects, whether it is a standard object or custom object. Okay, here workflows coming into the workflows while creating a record or updating a record, and whether it is a standard object or custom object or custom object, if it will satisfy the condition, if it will satisfy the condition, then the system automatically perform below actions, automatically performs below actions. One is email alert, one is email alert, and the next one is field update, field update, field update. Then the next one is outbound message, outbound message, and the next one is task. Okay, task. Okay, so the definition of the workflow is, first of all, workflows are available only for two events. One is creating a record or updating a record, not for deletion or undeletion. So the definition of a workflow is while creating a record or while updating a record, whether it is a standard object or custom object. If my record, if it will satisfy, means it means the record, whatever you are working, right, that record, if the record, if the record, if the record will satisfy the condition, which condition, based on my requirement, then we are expecting from the system any of the action, we are expecting from the system should perform any of the action: email alert, field update, outbound message, task. First we will work with one requirement, then you will understand. After that, you have any questions, we'll discuss. Okay. Now my requirement is, here. Okay, I am working with the account object. I am working with the account object. Account is a standard object. I am working with the account object. While creating a account record, while creating a account record, while creating an account record, if type is equals to, for example, go to here. Okay, this is account record. 1 second. While creating an account record, while creating an account record, if type is equals to other, if type is equals to other, and click on the save button, click on the save button, then what we are expecting from the system is send an email alert to the account owner. Send an email alert to the account owner. This is my requirement. My requirement is we are working with the account object. We are working with the account object. We are working with the account object in the sense means we are trying to creating one account record. We are trying to creating one account record. While creating a account record, if type is equals to other, then what we are expecting from the system? Send email alert to the whom we want to send my email. I want to send an email alert to the account owner. We want to send an email alert to the account owner. This is my requirement. My requirement is you are one user. You are trying to creating one account record. While creating an account record, suppose you will select type is equals to other and click on the save button. Then what we are expecting from the system? System should automatically send an email alert to whom it will send email alert to the account owner. To the account owner, the system should send an email alert. This is my requirement. This is my requirement. Okay. So here on which object we are working? On which object we are working? Account object. Account object. What is the operation here? What is the operation here? Operation or event? Operation or event? What is the operation or event here? Creating a record only, right? Creating a record. Okay, creating a record means insert operation, and while creating a record only, not for updating a record, only creating a record. And here what is the condition here? What is the condition? We are trying to creating one account record. In that account record, in that account record, if type is equals to other, if type is equals to other, if type is equals to other, then what we are expecting from the system? What we are expecting from the system? What is the output? What is the output we are expecting from the system? Send an email alert. Okay, send email alert. Send email alert. Whom we want to send an email alert? Means account owner. Account owner. We have to send an email alert. This is my requirement. Okay, this is my requirement. My requirement is while creating an account record, if type is equals to other, then send email alert to the account owner. This is my requirement. We are working in one project, and whenever we will get a requirement, first what we have to do is nothing but first we have to go to the front end. Front end is nothing but a tab only. We will not start the requirement immediately. First we have to understand the requirement from the front end. First we have to understand the requirement from the front end. This is my requirement. While creating a account record means there is some account to tab. Okay, we have to go to the account to tab. Where is the account to tab? Here there is no account to tab, so we have to find the account to tab. From where we will find the account to tab? Go to the app launcher and we have to type it account. Yes, accounts is there, right? Click on the accounts. Click on the account. Click on this new button. Okay, select the record type, any record type, it doesn't matter. Click on the next button. So while creating an account record, yes, we are trying to creating an account record. If type is equals to other, we have to search here. We have to search. Where is type field? See here, we have to search. Control F, we have to search. Where is type field? Yes, type is there. Okay, they are saying type is equals to other. So go to here. Yes, in type is a pick list field. In this pick list field, we have other is there. Yes, user he will select other and he will provide all the mandatory details and click on the save button. So yes, we are clear. User is trying to creating one account record. While creating an account record, if type is equals to other and click on the save button, then we are expecting from the system, send an email alert. Whom we want to send an email alert? To the account owner we want to send an email alert. So whenever we will get a requirement, first we have to understand that requirement from the front end. Front end is nothing but go to the tab. From the tab we will just go and create a record. While creating a record or updating a record, you have to understand your requirement clearly. Then you have to go to this, I mean you have to understand for this requirement which concept is suitable. So for my requirement, workflow concept is suitable. So workflow concept is suitable for my requirement here. So how to create a workflow is nothing but go to setup. Okay, go to setup. Go to setup. We have to go to the quick find. This is not, we are working in account object, but workflows we will create from the quick find only. Go to the quick find, you have to type it as a workflow. You have to type it as a workflow. When you type it as a workflow, you will get workflow actions are there, right? Email alerts are there, field updates are there, knowledge action is there, send outbound messages are there, send actions are there, tasks are there. Below workflow rules are there, right? First we have to create workflow rule. First we have to create a workflow rule. Okay. First we have to create workflow rule. Go to here, click on the workflow rule. Click on the workflow rule. Okay. Go to the setup, go to the quick find. You have to type it as a workflow. You will get like this. Now directly go to the workflow rule. We have to create a workflow rule. We have to create a workflow rule. When you will click on the workflow rule, then it will redirecting into this particular screen. It will redirecting into this particular screen. It will show all the existing workflows, all the existing workflow rules, all the existing workflow rules it will show. This workflow rule is in account object. This workflow rule is in account objects here. This workflow rule is in case object. This workflow rule is in a opportunity object. So it will show all the existing workflow rules. Now we are trying to creating our own workflow rule. Now we are trying to creating our own workflow rule. Then click on this new rule button. We have new rule. We are trying to creating our own rule. Our own rule we are trying to creating. Click on this new rule button. So once click on the new rule button, the system it will redirecting into this particular screen. Here go to the object, it will show all the objects, whether it is a standard object or custom object. It will show all the objects. On which object we are working? We are working on account object, right? See here, we will select the object as a account object. Then click on the next button. Click on the next button. We are trying to creating a new workflow rule. While creating a new workflow rule, we have to select on which object you are trying to creating a rule. Our requirement is an account object, right? So you will just go and select an account object. Then here, what is your rule name? What is your rule name? I will just go and put like ABB also. It doesn't matter. There is no logic. There is no logic. Rule name is nothing but provide some from a valid name. Valid name. Okay. So my requirement is account with the type, right? So account type email alert. Okay. Email alert. Okay. There is no logic. There is no logic. Whenever we are providing a rule name, there is no logic. You have to provide any name, it doesn't matter. But our requirement is an account object plus in the type. Finally, we are sending an email alert, right? So account, that's why I'm giving account underscore type underscore email alert. So now coming into description, why we are trying to creating this rule? On which requirement, based on which requirement we are trying to creating this rule? That requirement number here we have to mention. Based on this requirement, based on 1 2 3 4 SFDC, for every requirement there is some number. For every requirement there is some number. Based on SFDC 1 2 3 4, we are creating this rule. We are creating this rule, but it's not mandatory. Okay, there is no logic here. Description, it is not mandatory. So someone will understand why this person created, who created this rule, why this rule has been created, means based on this requirement. What is this SFDC 1234 in the sense means, suppose you are working in one project, for every requirement they will provide one number. For every requirement they will provide one number. That number here we have to mention, that is nothing but user story. We will call it as a user story, that we'll discuss, that we'll discuss going forward. So that here we have to mention rule name, there is no logic. Description, based on which requirement we are trying to creating this workflow rule, that here we have to mention, but it is not mandatory. Now coming into here, evaluation criteria. Evaluation criteria, how many radio buttons are there? These are radio buttons. Radio buttons means we will select only one button at a time. We will select only one button at a time. Three radio buttons are there, right? The first one is created, the second one is created and every time it's edited, the third one is created and any time it's edited to subsequently meet criteria, right? So three evaluation criteria are there, right? In interview also they will ask how many types of evaluation criteria. Three types of evaluation criteria. One is created, Another one is created and every time it's edited. The third one is subsequently meet criteria. What is the difference between second one and third one? In interview definitely they will ask. In interview definitely they will ask how many evaluation criteria are there. So here what is our requirement? Whenever we are creating a record, right? That's why I will just go and select the first radio button. We will just go and select the first radio button. Now coming into here, rule criteria is there. Rule criteria. So this is a drop down list. Here two options are there. Criteria are met is there. Formula evaluates to true is there. Select the formula evaluates to true. Here it will open one text box. So here coming into criteria are met. When we will go with the formula evaluates to true, when we will go with the criteria are met, we'll discuss. First we will go with the criteria are met. Criteria are met is nothing but you are trying to creating a account record. In that account record, what is your condition? What is my condition here? Type is equals to other, right? What is my condition? That condition here we have to mention. See, go to here. So here it will open all the account fields. All the account fields. Account colons here. These are all account fields. Now scroll down here. Account type is there, right? Go to here. RST type. See here type field is there, right? Account to type. Now coming into here, equals, not equals, less than, greater than, start with, contain, some other operations are there. Here our requirement is equals, right? Equals. So this is a pick list field, right? Type is a pick list field. For example, go to here, click on this new button. Type is a pick list field. Here you have to observe type is a pick list field or drop down list. So these are the pick list values. So that's why whenever we are trying to creating a workflow rule, if it is a pick list field, then the system automatically show this icon. This is lookup icon. Click on this lookup icon. It will show all the pick list values. How many pick list values are there? It will show all the pick list values. See here, other, right? So other. Click on this one. Click on this one. So we are trying to creating one account record. We are trying to creating one account record. So I mean we are working with the account object. We are working with the account object. So while creating an account record, if that record it will satisfy the condition. Here what is the condition? Type equals to other. Type is equals to other. 1 second. Yeah, we have to understand here. If you have any questions, let me know. See, I am trying to creating one workflow rule. See here, we are trying to creating one workflow rule. On which object we are trying to creating workflow rule? Account object, here we are trying to creating workflow rule. So yes, what is the operation? Creation or updation? Only creation. See, that's why we selected created. Evaluation criteria we selected created. Yes, you are trying to creating a record. That record, it should satisfy some condition, right? What is that condition here? That condition we selected here, criteria are met, formula evaluates to true is there, that we'll discuss. Here my condition is type equals to other. Type is a pick list field, that's why this icon is coming here. This icon is coming here. Here rule name, there is no logic, any name, it doesn't any name we will provide any name, but some meaningful name. Some meaningful name. We are working with the account, right? We are working with the type, right? And here finally the action is nothing but email alert, right? So you will just go and add email alert here. So based on which requirement you are trying to creating this workflow rule, that requirement number here we have to mention. Is it mandatory to provide requirement number? Means it is not mandatory. I mean, suppose you will provide, suppose any person will look into this workflow rule, they will easily understand based on this requirement they created this workflow rule. Okay, and this is the workflow rule. Now coming into here, click on the save and next. We have previous button is there, save and next button is there, cancel button is there. Click on the save and next button. Click on the save and next button. Then it will redirecting into this particular screen. It will redirecting into this particular screen. See here, my rule condition is account type equals to other. What is your evaluation criteria? Whenever we are trying to creating a record only, right? Here you have to observe immediate workflow actions are there. Immediate workflow actions are there. Below here you have to observe time dependent workflow actions are there. Two sections are there. One section is immediate workflow actions and another section is time dependent workflow actions. Here our requirement is user is trying to creating a record. While creating a record, if type is equals to other and click on the save button, then immediately we want to send an email alert, or after 30 minutes or after one day we want to send an email alert. My requirement is immediately we want to perform our action. So here there are two types of action. Immediately you want to perform, or after some time you want to perform. First we will go with the immediate workflow actions. First we will go with the immediate workflow actions. My requirement is immediately we want to send an email alert to the account owner. That is nothing but immediate workflow action. Now go to here. This is a drop down list. How many actions are there here? New task, new email alert, new field update, new outbound message. So select existing action, right? Here how many actions are there? One, two, three, four. Forget about the last one. Select existing action. Forget about this one. Only four actions. Task, email alert, field update, outbound message. Here what is my requirement? My requirement is nothing but email alert. Select the email alert. Click on this go button. So once my record is created, if that record satisfy the condition, then immediately we are expecting from the system send an email alert. That's why we selected email alert action. Then click on this go button. Click on this go button. Okay, 1 second. Browsers, we need your permission to open null. 1 second. 1 second. There is some pop-up blocks. This is not related to our concepts. Okay, there we have to block some pop-up in Google Chrome settings. Go to open Chrome at the top right, click more settings. Where is settings here? Yeah, settings. Okay, privacy
Yes, sir.
settings, under privacy and security. Yeah, under privacy and security, click site settings. Site settings. Okay, click pop-ups and redirects. Okay, then choose the option you want as default settings. One second, it is disable. Okay, we have to don't allow sites to send pop-ups. Okay, now coming into here, refresh this one. Click on this go button. Oh, sorry, email alert. Click on this go button. 1 second. Go to setup. Workflow rules. I'm trying to taking the existing one. Already we created it. Account send email alert, right? Click on this one. Click on this one. Okay. Otherwise, no, not this one. Workflow rules. Account. Where is our workflow rule? Okay, it's not it. Okay. Click on this new rule. Go to here. Account. Click on this next button. Account underscore type underscore email. Okay. Created. And the next one is criteria met. Now go to here. Type equals other. Then click on save and next. Click on save and next. Then what is your workflow action email alert? Click on this go button because we need your in a new tab. Okay. Browser settings are already disabled, right? Go to settings, privacy and security, site settings.
And I think you have installed the uh, pop-up blocker. So can you,
Is
yeah,
there any
in the top, if you can just see there, there is one star. There is a near the context menu. There is one that is called as an next to past. There is one icon there, right? Can you click on that icon?
which
You
one?
don't. On the right side corner, the context menu, the close button, the maximize and minimize buttons will be there, right? On the right side, top corner.
Okay.
And there is a one which says past, right? Next to that there is one shape that the next to that star, and in between the star and the yeah. Can you click on this here and see if you have installed the pop-up extensions, the any like pop-up
Yeah.
something?
Okay. Remove from Kumo. 1 second. Okay. We'll try. However, we need your permission to open null in a new tab. In the future, display your browser. Still here it is come. I will try in the classic version. Okay, let's see. Go to here. Go to setup. Workflow rules. New rule. Account object. Click on next. Account underscore type underscore email created and type is equals to, see here, type equals other. Click on save and next. Email. Okay, already 01 already is there. Click on save and next. Workflow email address. Click on this go. Okay, here it is working. We will go with the classic version. There is some setup, there is some issue with my browser in the lightning version. Okay, we will go with the classic version. So see, the screens are same. So here, go to quick find. Go to the quick find. You have to type it as a workflow rules, right? Workflow rules. Click on the workflow rule. Then it will redirecting into this particular screens are same, everything is same. Okay, everything is same. Click on this new rule button. Object, on which object we are working with? The account object only, right? Account object we are working. Then click on the next button. Click on next button. What is your rule name? Account type underscore email alert. There is no logic here. We will provide any name. Description is nothing but based on this particular requirement. We are trying to creating this workflow rule. And what is your condition? Evaluation criteria is nothing but creating a record only, right? So rule criteria is nothing but criteria are met or formula evaluation true is there, right? We will go with the criteria are met only. Now here, what is your field? On which field you are writing your condition? Account to type is equals to here. Account to type equals. So what is the value? Other, right? This is a drop down list. Then click on save and next. Click on save and next. Same screen. Classic version and lightning version, same screen. Then it will redirecting into this particular screen. Immediately you want to perform some action, or after some time you want to perform some action, these actions. Okay, immediately we want to send an email alert, right? So what we will do, see here, there are two types of actions: immediate workflow actions and time dependent workflow actions. Immediate workflow actions and time dependent workflow actions. In interview also they will ask how many types of workflows are there: immediate workflows and time dependent workflows. Okay, time dependent workflows. Immediate workflows means immediately it will perform those action. Now my requirement is immediately we want to send an email alert. Then click on this go button. Click on this go button. Then it will redirecting into this particular screen. It will redirecting into this particular screen. We created one workflow rule. If that condition, that rule satisfied, then what is my requirement? We are expecting from the system send an email alert automatically. Whom we want to send an email? Whom we want to send an email? Go to here. Whom we want to send an email? Recipient type is there, right? Whom we want to send an email? It is a drop down list. Here it will automatically show. You want to send an email alert to account owner? Yes, select the account owner. In the left hand side, from the left hand side, you will move account owner to the right hand side. So whom we want to send? So we want to send any user. Select the user. Select the user. User means that the user is active user in the Salesforce. That user is active user in the Salesforce. Whom we want to send an email alert, that information we will get from here. Account owner you want to send, or some other user you want to send, go to here and you will select here. For example, I will just go and select user. These are the active users. Yesterday we created one user, right? That is nothing but Akira Mohit, right? We will also select that user. So here we are trying to sending an email alert to the account owner plus Akira Mohit. Two users we are trying to sending the email alert. So while sending an email alert, what we have to send? Suppose I am general topic. Suppose I am trying to sending an email alert. You are the recipient. So I will send to abc at gmail.com. So while sending an email alert, what I have to send? In that email, what is the body? What is the subject line? That we have to prepare, right? That we have to prepare. Here you have to observe email template is there, right? Email template. So while sending an email alert, whom we want to send an email alert, that here we will add. But what we have to send in that email? That we will prepare one email template here. That we have to prepare one email template. So I'm trying to sending an email to abc at gmail.com. Yes, recipient is abc at gmail.com. Then while sending an email, I have to add the subject line, right? Or message body. So we have to send something, right? Some information. So that information where we will prepare? That information we will prepare in the email template here. So first we will just go on to prepare one email template. First we will just go on to prepare one email template. How to prepare an email template is nothing but again go to setup. Okay, again go to setup. Go to setup. In the quick find, you have to type it as a email. You have to type it as a email template. Email template you have to type it as a, okay, you will get classic email templates. You will get classic email templates. Click on this classic email template. Then it will redirecting into this particular screen. We are trying to preparing one email template. What that email template contain is nothing but subject line or message body, some message body or some headers. Header means images, company logos, and everything it contain. That where we'll prepare is nothing but under email template only. How to navigate to the email template is nothing but go to the quick find and go to the quick find. You have to type it as a email template. Okay, email templates. See, under communication templates, you will get classic email template. Click on the classic email template. When click on the classic email template, it will redirecting into this particular screen. Here you have to observe the first one folder is there, right? Folder. So here unified public classic email template. This is one folder. By default, it is available. By default, it is available. Then my personal email template. This is also by default, it is available. Suppose if you want, you will just go and create new folder. If you want, you will just go and create new folder. So suppose I am trying to creating one email template. That email template I will store in unified public classic email template folder, means that email template is available for all users. So just remember, so in not only in email templates, reports are also, we have this folder unified public classic. Okay, this folder is there. Suppose anything we will store into that particular folder, then that is accessible by all users in the sandbox. All users in the sandbox. My personal email template means, suppose I am trying to creating one new email template, that email template I will store into this particular folder, means it is available only for me. Only for me. If you want, you will just go and create new folder here. If you want, you will just go and create new folder. Now I am trying to creating a new template. These are all existing templates. These are all existing templates. Now I am trying to creating new email template. Click on this new template. Click on this new template. While creating a new template, we will get four radio buttons. Four radio buttons we will get. So it will ask what type of email template you are trying to creating. You are sending an email. So you are sending an email for subject line and message body. You are trying to creating one email template. So what type of email template we are trying to creating? Four types of email templates are there. One is text email template, another one is HTML, another one is custom, another one is Visual Force Page. Okay, in interview also they will ask, you worked with the email templates? Yes, I worked with the email templates. How many types of email templates are there? They will ask. Okay, the first one, here we are working with the text email template. Text email template is nothing but there is no images. You observed, suppose some people are sending an emails, in the header, in the top their company logo is there, below also their company logos are there, in between some images are there in between. Then we will go with the HTML template. We will go with the HTML template. But my email should contain only some messages. Then we will go with the text email template. I am trying to creating one email template. While creating an email template, in my email template, only text information is there. There is no images. Then we will go with the text email template. We will go with the text email template. If images are there, then we will go with the HTML. Images are there. Custom means completely, I mean completely we will customization. We will write some program. We will write some program for images and everything. We will write some program, and that Visual Force Pages or that program we will get from here. Okay, forget about this one, we'll discuss. Okay, Visual Force Pages also, this is related to some programming. We'll discuss that. So first we will go with the HTML. First we will go with the text. Click on the next button. Click on the next button. Yeah, when click on the next button, it will redirecting into this particular screen. Okay, it will redirecting into this particular screen. On the top we will get some merge fields here. Merge field, we will discuss about the merge field, what is this merge field and all those things. You're now coming into here, you are trying to creating one email template, right? Your email template is text email template. There is no images in this email template. Okay, so where you will store that email template? So here the folders are there. Unified public classic email template, in that folder you are trying to storing, or my personal email templates you are storing, or some other folder you are trying to storing. Here I will store in unified public classic email templates. So then the next one is, we will check this particular checkbox. Okay, we are trying to creating one email template. While creating an email template, we decided in our email template only text information. There is no images. That's why we selected text email template. Then the next one is, that email template we will store in one folder. That folder is based on our requirement. Here we are trying to storing into unified public classic email template folder. So then the next one is available for use. We have to check this one, otherwise it is not available. Whenever we will go to workflows, see, whenever we are going in to the workflows, right? Here this is not available. So here this is not available. Suppose you will go to here, you will check this, you will click on this lookup icon, and you will not check this checkbox. Suppose you will not check this checkbox, then this is not available. It is not available. We just created only. Okay, now coming into your email template name. What is your email template name? Means any name. While providing names, there is no logic. There is no logic, but provide some meaningful names. Okay, here template template 01 underscore account. We just provided this name. My email template name is nothing but this one. Encoding is by default one. We will just go and use it. Suppose any changes related to the requirement like languages and all those things, we will just go and select, but by default this one only. Description, based on which requirement we are trying to creating this email template, that information here you have to provide. Okay, but it's not mandatory. Subject line is nothing but any subject line is nothing but whenever we are working in the project, they will give clear information. You are preparing email alert, right? So this is my subject line, this is my message body. Every information they will provide. Account record has been created, this is my subject line, and email body is nothing but hi, account record has been created. Account record has been created, has been created. Hi sales team. Okay, this subject line and message body, every information they will provide. Okay, account record has been created. Thank you. Okay, this is my email template, and click on the save button. So we created one email template. My email template name is nothing but template 01 underscore account. We stored this email template in this particular folder, and this is ready for use. The email format is text email format, text format. See here. So what is the subject line and what is this message body? So our email template is ready, right? Our email template is ready, right? Now go to workflow rule. Now go to workflow rule. Okay, what is our workflow rule? See, this is our workflow rule, right? Evaluate the rule when a record is created. So here what action we selected? Email alert we selected, right? Click on this go button. Click on this go button. So here we have to provide description. Description is nothing but we are trying to creating one action. That action is nothing but email alert. For that action also we have to provide description and unique name. Okay, email alert to owner, email alert to owner. And you see, email template is nothing but just now we created a template, right? Click on this lookup icon. Click on this lookup icon. See, here it will show the folders. Unified public classic email template folder only we stored, right? Go to here. You have to type it as a template. Template 01 and account, right? What is our email template? Template 01 and account, right? See here. Template 01 and account. We selected that template. So while creating an email alert, for that email alert, we have to provide some name. It is mandatory. We have to provide some name. Means email alert is nothing but an action, right? For action, we should provide some name. We should provide some name. So then the next one is who will receive that email notification. That here we have to mention recipient type. Go to here, users, some users you want to send. Click on the users. It will show all the active users. If you want, you will just go and select this user. So suppose I want to send an email alert to account owner. Select the account owner. See here, account owner left hand side, you have to select and move to the right hand side. So whom we want to send an email alert, that information here we will select. What we have to send in that email, that is nothing but email template. Email template somewhere we are preparing, and we are calling that email template here. Now scroll down here. Now scroll on. Additional emails are there, right? Here we will add the emails. Suppose I want to send an email alert, but that email alert, that email is not related to any Salesforce user. It's not related to any Salesforce user. For example, abc@gmail.com. I want to send an email alert to this particular email. Yes, but this is not related to in our sandbox. This email id is not linked to any user. That facility is also there. If any user is there in the Salesforce, yes, for that particular user we will send. If the user is not in the Salesforce, but I want to send an email alert, yes, you have to mention that email alert. So from which email address we are trying to sending? From is there, right? From current user's email address. Current user email address is nothing but who is creating a record. that user. Every user has email address, right? From address is that user, and to whom we are trying to sending. To Akira Mohit we are trying to sending. To account owner we are trying to sending. What we are sending? We are sending an email template. We are sending subject line and a message body. So, and in addition to that, we are also sending an email alert to this particular email address. So we are sending an email from this particular, from the current user's email address. Current user means what? Who is creating a record? Suppose James is one user, he is trying to creating one record. While creating a record, if type is equal to other, click on the save button. Then what system it will do? System it will send an email alert to account owner plus Akira. While sending an email alert from which mail address? James email address. That is nothing but, from email address is nothing but current user's email address. Any questions on this one? Then click on the save button. Click on the save button. Then click on this done. Here you have to observe. Here you have to observe. 1 second. Here you have to observe. So this is a rule name, right? This is a rule name. We created this rule name. What is my rule? In account object, whenever we are trying to creating one account record, when we are trying to creating an account record, if this condition is satisfied, if type is equals to other, then what we are expecting from the system? What kind of action we are expecting from the system? We're expecting immediately, we are expecting one action. What is that action? We are expecting email alert. So what is that email alert name? So this is the description, right? While creating an email alert, we provided some description, right? This is the description. So whenever user is trying to creating one account record, that record satisfy the condition, then what we are expecting from the system? We're expecting from the system, send an email alert, send an email alert. So this is the email alert, this is the action. Immediately we are expecting from the system one action. That action is nothing but email alert. Now we have to activate this one. We have to activate this one. Go to here, click on this activate button. Click on this activate button. Now we want to test this requirement. We want to test this requirement. How to test this requirement? How to test this requirement? Go to either classic version or lightning version. One thing you have to remember, we created this workflow in classic version so that it is available in classic version. It is not like that. It is not like that. So we created one workflow rule. That workflow rule, when it will fire, we are trying to creating one account record. In that record, type equals to other. Whether you will create a record by using classic version or lightning version, it doesn't matter. So finally we are inserting a record in account object. How we are inserting that record? So by using classic version or lightning version, okay, that is UI only. From where you are trying to creating, it doesn't matter. Suppose you are trying to creating one account record. In that account record, type is equals to other. Yes, condition satisfied. Then I will send an email alert to account owner plus Akira Mohit. Now we will just go on to test this requirement. I will go to here. I will go to the lightning version. Go to the lightning version and click on this new button. Click on this new button. Click on next. Enter the details. Test account name and see type is equals to other. Type is equal to other. Click on the save button. When we will click on the save button, the system it will check any workflow rules are there in account object. Yes, workflow rules are there. If that workflow rule satisfy this condition, we are trying to creating a record, right? This record is having some data, right? That workflow rule is satisfied this condition. Yes, if it will satisfy, then the proper action fired by the system. What I am trying to say is, I am trying to creating one record. While creating a record, I will not tell to the system, boss, I created one workflow, you have to fire. The system automatically it will fire. The system, click on the save button. What system it will do? System only it will check. System only it will check. Any workflow rules are there. Click on the save button. System only it will check. So I did not make any setup. While we have to fire workflow when creating a record. We did not perform any setup for that. System automatically check. System automatically check. You are trying to creating one account record in account object. Any workflow rules are there. Yes, workflow rule is there. That workflow rule satisfied. Yes, satisfied. Then what is the action? then I will send that action. So here we created one workflow, one account record, right? Yes, account object, we have workflow rule is there, right? The condition also satisfied, right? Then the system automatically send an email alert. Whether we received an email alert or not, we will verify. Go to here. Go to here. 1 second. See, account record has been created, right? Account record has been created. From whom we received this email? From the current user, right? Who is the current user? Ramesh, right? Ramesh email ID is nothing but rameshfdc9 at gmail.com, right? So from this one, we received account owner plus Akira Mohit. Akira Mohit plus abc at gmail.com. For 3 users, we received an email address. This is the subject line and this is the message body. This is the message body. Any questions or any confusion here? Any questions or any confusion here? Okay. And one more requirement we will discuss, then you will easily understand. I am working with the case object. Okay. I am working with the case object. Case is a standard object, whether it is a standard object or custom object, it doesn't matter. Now, my requirement is, okay, while creating a case record, okay, if status is equals to escalated, escalated, then send email alert to case owner. Send email alert to case owner. This is my requirement. Send email alert to case owner. This is my requirement. Okay, we are working with the case object while creating a case record. If status is equal to escalated, then send an email alert to case owner. This is my requirement. So on which object we are working? Case object, right? And what is the event here? What is the event or operation? What is here? Creating a record, right? Creating a record. Then here, what is the condition here? What is that record condition? Record condition is nothing but status is equals to escalated. Then what we are expecting from the system? What we are expecting from the system? So we are expecting output from the system is nothing but email alert. Whom we want to send an email alert? Whom we want to send an email alert? That is nothing but case owner. We want to send an email alert to the case owner. What we want to send in that email? What we want to send is nothing but we have to prepare email alert. What we have to send? What we want to send in that email is nothing but we have to prepare email template. We have to prepare email template here. Is it mandatory to prepare email template for each and every workflow rule? Is nothing but it's not mandatory. Based on my requirement, suppose the subject line and the message body is same and already that email template is available, we will also use the same email template. What I am trying to say is, whenever we are trying to creating email alert, we will select email template, right? Is it mandatory to create email template each and every time? No, it's not mandatory. If any existing email template is there and that is suitable for my requirement, we can use that. If it is not suitable, then we will just go and create our email template. So this is my requirement. Whenever we will get a requirement, what is our first step? Before starting the requirement, what we have to do? We have to check in the front end. You have to go to the front end. Is there any case object? Yes, case object is not available here. We'll go to here. You have to type case. Yes, cases are there. Click on the cases and click on this new button. Record types are there, but they did not mention any record type. So click on the next button. So while trying to creating a record type, see here you have to observe status is there, right? You have to search. Yes, status field is there. Yes, escalated is there. So while creating a case record, suppose user he will select status is equal to escalated and click on the save button. Then what we are expecting from the system? So we are expecting from the system send an email alert to the case owner. That is our requirement. Before starting the requirement, first we have to understand the requirement clearly. First we have to understand. Okay, how to understand is nothing but go to the front end. Front end is nothing but go to the tab. Okay, from the tab we have to try to create a record. While creating a record, you have to verify yes, status field is there. We are trying to creating a record. If status is equal to escalated, click on the save button. Then we are expecting from the system. So then we are expecting from the system an email alert. So we have to understand the requirement from the front end. If it is clear, then only you have to start your requirement. Okay, now we have to work on the case object, right? So how to create a workflow rule? Go to the quick find, have to type it as a workflow. Go to workflow rules, click on this new rule, click on this new rule. On which object we are working? We are working with the case object, right? It will show all the objects. It will show all the objects. We are working with the case object, right? Go to here, you will just go and select case object. Click on the next button. What is your rule name? Just case status email info, any name, it doesn't matter, but some meaningful name. Description also you have to provide based on which requirement we are trying to creating this workflow rule. Okay, and the next one is coming into evaluation criteria. First we are going with the first option. We will discuss in the next session, we will discuss the remaining option. So create it. So while creating a record only, then what is your condition? Rule criteria is criteria are met is there, formula evaluation to true is there. We are going with the criteria are met, means condition met, record condition met. You are trying to creating one record, that record condition met. Evaluation criteria is nothing but creating a record or updating a record. Rule criteria is nothing but record condition. Here case record, right? Case status is equals to, see here, case status equals, this is a pick list field, right? This is a pick list field. Go to here, select this one, select this one. Now go to here, escalated, right? Escalated. So in case object, while creating a new case record, on that record, if status is equals to escalated, if it will satisfy, then click on the save and next button. Then what we are expecting from the system? Immediately or after some time? I want immediate action. Immediately, which action you want to perform? Email alert. Select the email alert. Click on this go button. Then you have to provide some name. For email alert also we have to provide some name. Okay, go to here, email alert case, any name, there is no logic. Okay, then email template is there, right? We have to prepare the email template or we have to take an existing email template. Suppose I want to prepare new email template. How to prepare new email template? Go to the quick find and you have to type it as a email template. You will get a classic email templates. Click on the classic email template. Same navigations in the lightning version also, same navigation, same screen, everything is same, just UI look and feel is different. Now coming into a new template, click on this new template. We are trying to creating text template only. Okay, then click on the next button, click on the next button. Then what is your template name? What is your I mean, you are trying to creating one text template. That text template you are trying to storing into this particular folder available for you. Check this one. What is your template name? Case owner status or otherwise case template, some meaningful name only. Case template 01. Okay, and the next one is case has been escalated. Okay, escalated. Hi, some we will not decide the subject line, email body, everything they will provide. Whenever we are working in the project, every information they will provide. Subject line, message body, what type of email template we have to create, every information they will provide. Hi, case has been escalated. Okay, escalated. Thank you. Try to save this one. Try to save this one. So we created one email template and we stored that email template in unified public classic email template folder. My template name is nothing but this one. This is ready for use and this is a text email template and subject line is this one and this is the message body. Now go to our email alert. Go to our email alert. Email template is there. Whatever we created it under classic email template, just get this one. Copy this name. Go to here, click on this lookup icon. You have to search in the unified public classic email template only. Some people they will come to here and they will select different folder and they will search it here. See, they will find there is no email template, but we are searching in different folder. Go to here, unified classic template, select this one, and whom we want to send an email alert is nothing but you will just go and select that particular user. case owner or some other persons here, owner is there, right? Case owner, we can include any number of recipients here. Okay, and here the users who are not related to the Salesforce, and from email address means current user who is creating a case record, right? From that user's email address, we are trying to sending an email to this person, to this person, this person. While sending an email alert, this is the subject line and this is the message body. We prepare template somewhere, and that template here we are calling. So my email alert name is nothing but email alert case. Click on the save button. Click on the save button. Click on this done. Click on this done. Now here we have to activate, otherwise it will not fire, otherwise it will not fire. So this is the rule name, this is the case object. Evaluate rule when a record is created means, while creating a record, if that record status is equal to escalated, then what we are expecting from the system, we're expecting from the system send an email alert. Immediately we have to send an email alert. What is email alert name? Email alert case. In that email alert case, it will show, click on this one. See, it will show we are sending an email alert to this particular, these three users. From this email address we are trying to sending to these three users, we are trying to sending, and this email alert should contain this email template. If you want, click on this email template, it will open that email templates here. This is the email template, this is the email template, this is the subject line, and this is the body. Now we want to test. How to test is nothing but go to the case tab and click on the new button. While creating a new record only, not the existing record. Okay, select all these details and click on the save button. Click on the save button. Please enter product information. Okay, go to here, where is product information? Once, yeah, product. Click on the save button. Case record is created, right? When we will click on the save button, the system automatically check any case object, is any workflows are there in the case object. Yes, workflows are there. That workflow condition satisfied with this particular record. Yes, record is satisfied. Then it will send an email alert. We will just go and verify email is received or not. Go to here. We mentioned Akira Mohit, right? See, case has been escalated. This is the subject line. This is the body from whom we got this email to this person, to who will receive, these three users they will receive, these users they will receive. And here the observation is, when click on the save button, the system only verify. We will not tell to the system, we will not tell to the system, or we will not do any configuration. It's a default functionality. When click on the save button, system automatically verify any workflows are there in the case object. Yes, workflow rule is there, then automatically it will fire if it that condition satisfied. Now coming into workflow definition. See, while creating a record or updating a record, right, here we are working with creating a record only, right? So whether it is a standard object or custom object, right, here we are working with the case object and account object, right? And if the record in our case type is equals to other, here case is equals to escalated, right, the record will satisfy the condition, right? The record will satisfy the condition. I am trying to creating a record in one object, that object is standard object or custom object, that record it will satisfy the condition. Then what we are expecting from the system? We're expecting from the system email alert. Email alert we'll discuss that in the next session. Also we will discuss one more email alert. And another action is nothing but field update, and another action is nothing but outbound message, and another action is nothing but task. So finally, what is the definition of the workflows is nothing but, while creating a record or updating a record, and whether it is a standard object or custom object, and that record satisfy the condition, then system automatically perform four actions. One is email alert, another one is field update, another one is outbound message, another one is task. This we will discuss in the next session. This is for today. If you have any questions, we'll go one by one. Okay.
This
So
conference will now be recorded.
when click on the workflow rule, it will show all the existing workflow rules. It will show all the existing workflow rules. But here my condition is I want to show, I want to see, I want to see only the rules, workflow rules which are related to case object. So, but here you have to observe, it is showing all the workflow rules. But I want to see the workflow rules, the existing workflow rules which are related to the case object. Then what we have to do is, here view means all workflow rule means it will show all the workflow rules. But I want to show, I want to see only case object workflow rule means we have to create a new view. Click on the create new view, and here you have to provide some name, case workflows, workflow rules, any name. There is no logic here. Here coming to the condition, you have to select object equals case. Object equals to case. Okay, object equals to case. Click on this one. Now try to save this one. Here you have to observe it is showing only case object workflow rules, right? Okay, Bhaskar.
Yes, Ramesh.
Yeah. So
And
sometimes
one
yes,
more
Bhaskar.
question, Ramesh. While creating the rules, so in rule criteria, there is only one condition and condition. I want to check with the or condition also. That facility is there.
Yes, that facility is there. For example, go to here, case email status. Just now we created case status email info, right? Now go to here, click on this edit button. What Bhaskar is asking here, and is there, right? And case status is equal to escalated. For example, case status is equals to new. Both cases I want to fire. Okay, case status. Go to here. Case status is there, right? Case status equals no or new. Okay, I don't want and condition here. I want R condition. See here, case status is equal to escalated or case status is equals to new. If any one condition satisfied, then I want to send an email alert. Here you have to observe add filter logic is there below. Click on the filter logic. Click on the filter logic. Here it will show 1 and 2 here. 1 and 2, right? See, case status is equal to escalated and case status is equals to new. Here what I will do is I will just go and add it as a R. Okay, Bhaskar. Click on the
Thank
save
you.
button. Yeah, click on the save button. So any one of the condition here, these two scenarios are valid scenarios. Case status is equal to escalated or see here we mentioned here R condition. Okay, R condition if either this one or this one, either this one or this one. That facility is there. We have filter logic is there. We will just going to mention R and however we want, however we want. Yeah. Thanks, Bhaskar.